Hey everybody, how's it going? It's kind of late in the day, so I'm not going to get into this too much until tomorrow. I just wanted to announce that the FTC has voted unanimously to enforce right to repair. This is a vote of 5-0, meaning that nobody there voted against this. So as I mentioned in a video titled "We're Starting to Win" in the beginning of May, and also went over here, FTC delivers death blow to anti-repair lobbyists and disingenuous arguments, I discussed a report that the FTC had put out, and it was over 40 pages of them going over all of the opposition arguments that typically get used and just pointing out that they're just all, for the most part, just have no evidence and are made up shit. And they did this very politely. And then a few weeks after that happened, Biden signed an executive order asking the FTC and other agencies to act on right to repair, which I went over here. And this is something that is really cool. So the FTC decided to take testimony from a lot of people, including repair shops today, and I submitted mine. I tried to explain right to repair in under 60 seconds for the FTC rulemaking committee, and it seems like they voted in favor. 5-0. And this is really cool because I gotta say, I started talking about this as an issue. I started doing this in about 2008 in this particular industry as a job. I remember working out of the park when I didn't have an apartment that was good enough to be able to use as an office. I remember working out of an apartment that looked like this, and I remember the entire journey to having a store that has 14 people working here. And so much of this, at least when it comes to YouTube, just kind of started with this video that I did about 8 years ago. And in this video, I described what I saw as a problem in my industry, and I really didn't think anybody was going to watch this. You could see my little $100 JVC Everio is probably interlaced in the video or something. My hand doesn't even really exist in this video because the video quality is so bad. And 8 years later, now there's a movement with millions and millions of people pressuring companies, talking to their friends, explaining how this is a problem, explaining why it's a problem, trying to get people that they know involved in repair, trying to help fix their friends' stuff so that they understand how cool it is when they get to save money or when they get to make money by fixing something that they didn't know how to fix before, so now they can charge for it and they can make some money for themselves while saving somebody money, or just getting people involved in the craft and getting them to see how exciting it is when you can make a fan spin or get a light to turn on or see something boot. One of my primary goals when I started doing a lot of this stuff in the beginning is I just wanted to humanize the profession, because there's so many people that do these videos with the techno music in the background and saying they're certified for 40 years and look at how professional I am. They edit everything and they try to make it seem all prim and proper. And there's no soul to it. There's just no soul to a lot of those how-tos. So I wanted to produce stuff that just kind of humanized the profession and got people to understand that the person sitting behind the counter, the person sitting at the soldering iron or the microscope with a multimeter is a human being just like them, with all the same fears and problems and excitements and flaws and everything that they have. And I tried to do that over the past 8 or 9 years on this channel with a lot of these videos I do, where I just kind of walk you through how to do what I do, what the problems are, what makes it easy, what makes it hard, what makes me happy, what makes me sad. And having you all along for the ride for all of this is, I'll be honest with you, it's one of the most rewarding things I've been able to do in my life. And I have a feeling that when I look back on this, when I'm 80 or 90 or 100 years old, God willing, that I'm going to look back on these moments where I'm just talking into a camera about something that I didn't think anybody would watch when my YouTube channel had less than 5 subscribers. And just seeing how that has snowballed to the point where the president's signing executive orders, the FTC is voting 5-0 on rulemaking committees, citing issues that I was citing in that video 8 years ago, is just... it's so amazing and so awesome. Now, does this mean we're at the end of the road? Absolutely not. I set a very, very clear line in the sand over 6 years ago when I first had this t-shirt produced, which I really should get back in stock. Can you read what Mr. Clinton is saying on the front of this shirt? Can you read what you were saying, Mr. Clinton? What he was saying is schematics or die. That means if I can't get a schematic to a board that I need to fix for a customer and I can't buy the chips on it, that we don't have right to repair. There's still a long way to go. We're just in the rulemaking process. We're at the very beginning. But this is still progress, and I have high hopes for the future. given the notoriety that this issue is getting across mainstream media, across normal people in the legislature, and I am happy to see these steps being taken. And I just wanted to say thank you to all of you, because again, like, what am I without all of you? Nothing. Nobody would care what I have to say. This wouldn't matter. This wouldn't be reaching the president or the FTC. Multi-billion-dollar companies wouldn't be hiring lobbyists to fearmonger and make things up if it wasn't for all of you. And, again, like when I did this video, I'm one dude talking into a camera, wearing a wrinkled shirt with a camera that's so bad doesn't even register my hand. At the end of the day, all of you who took the content that I put together in these 600 plus videos and used it to say to yourself, you know what? I didn't think I could open that up and fix it, but I'm going to try, and took it upon yourself to learn, or took it upon yourself to get involved in this or help other people get involved in it. That's why this as a movement has gotten to the point that it has. And, I haven't gone through everything that the FTC has done at this point because it is 12:40 in the morning and I'm about to go to sleep. But I think I'd be doing a disservice to all of you that allowed us to get to this point if I didn't just point out this amazing success that occurred to today and give you credit for the fact that we're here. So thank you. Thank you. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.